Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, also known as Muhammad bin Abdullah, was a religious and political leader who founded Islam in the 7th century. He was born in Mecca, in present-day Saudi Arabia, in the year 570 CE. Muhammad, peace be upon him, began receiving revelations from Allah, God, at the age of 40, which he believed to be the words of God communicated through the angel Gabriel. These revelations formed the basis of the Quran, the holy book of Islam. Muhammad, peace be upon him, spent the rest of his life spreading the message of Islam, and he succeeded in converting many Arabs to the new religion. He also established a community of believers in Medina, which became the first Islamic state. Through his teachings and leadership, he emphasized the importance of submission to God, compassion and justice, and the equality of all people in the eyes of God. Muhammad, peace be upon him, died in the year 632, and he is regarded by Muslims as the final prophet in a long line of prophets that includes Abraham, Moses, and Jesus. He is highly respected and revered by Muslims, and his teachings continue to shape the beliefs and practices of the Islamic faith to this day. Here are some key aspects of Muhammad's prophethood. 1. Revelation. Muhammad, peace be upon him, received revelations from Allah over a period of 23 years, which were recorded in the Quran. Muslims believe that these revelations are the literal words of God, and they form the foundation of Islamic belief and practice. 2. Miracles. Muhammad, peace be upon him, performed several miracles throughout his life, such as the splitting of the moon and the healing of the sick. These miracles are seen as proof of his prophethood. 3. Moral character. Muhammad, peace be upon him, is known for his moral character, which was considered exemplary by his contemporaries. He was truthful, honest, just, compassionate, and merciful, and his character was seen as a reflection of the values and teachings of Islam. 4. Universal message. Muhammad's message is universal, and he was sent to all of humanity as a guide and a source of guidance. He emphasized the importance of monotheism, social justice, compassion, and ethical behavior. 5. End of prophethood. Muslims believe that Muhammad, peace be upon him, is the last prophet sent by Allah and that no further prophets will be sent after him. This is a fundamental belief in Islam, and it distinguishes it from other Abrahamic religions, such as Judaism and Christianity. Overall, Muhammad's prophethood is a central tenet of Islamic belief, and his teachings and example continue to inspire Muslims around the world today. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, as leader. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, was not only a religious figure, but also a political leader who founded and established the first Islamic state in Medina. He demonstrated a wide range of leadership qualities that are still studied and admired today. Here are some of the qualities that made him an effective leader. 1. Visionary. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, had a clear vision of what he wanted to achieve, which was the establishment of a just and moral society based on the principles of Islam. 2. Courageous. He showed great courage in standing up for what he believed in, even in the face of opposition and persecution. 3. Charismatic. He had a magnetic personality that attracted people to him and his message. 4. Humility. Despite his status as a prophet and leader, he remained humble and approachable. 5. Fairness. He treated everyone with fairness and justice, regardless of their background or status. 6. Diplomatic. He was skilled at diplomacy and negotiation, which enabled him to form alliances with other tribes and groups. 7. Communicative. He was an excellent communicator who was able to convey his message clearly and effectively. 8. Compassionate. He showed compassion and kindness to all people, regardless of their religion, race, or social status. 9. Innovative. He was innovative and creative in finding solutions to problems, which helped him to overcome many challenges. Overall, Prophet Muhammad's leadership qualities were instrumental in the spread of Islam and the establishment of the first Islamic state. His leadership style remains a model for leaders in various fields, and his teachings on leadership continue to inspire many people today. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, as teacher. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, was not only a religious and political leader but also a teacher who conveyed the message of Islam to his followers. His teachings and methods of instruction were highly effective, and they continue to inspire and guide Muslims today. Here are some of the ways in which Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, was an excellent teacher. 1. Personal example. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, led by example, and his actions were consistent with his teachings. This allowed his followers to see the practical application of his teachings and to emulate his behavior. 2. Clarity. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, conveyed his message in a clear and concise manner, making it easy for his followers to understand and implement. 3. Patience. He was patient with his students and was willing to repeat his teachings until they were fully understood. 4. Encouragement. He encouraged his followers to ask questions and to seek knowledge, which helped them to deepen their understanding of Islam. 5. Empathy. He showed empathy towards his students and understood their struggles, which helped him to connect with them on a personal level. 6. Practicality. Prophet Muhammad's teachings were practical and relevant to everyday life, making them easy to apply in real-world situations. 7. Individual attention. He was attentive to the individual needs of his students and provided guidance and support to help them overcome their personal challenges. 8. Flexibility. He adapted his teaching style to the needs of his students, recognizing that different people have different learning styles and abilities. Overall, Prophet Muhammad's teaching methods were highly effective and continue to influence the way Islamic knowledge is transmitted and taught today. His emphasis on clarity, empathy, patience, and personal example make him an ideal model for teachers in any field. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, as commander. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, was not only a religious leader but also a commander and a statesman. He was the founder of Islam and the last prophet sent by Allah to guide humanity. During his lifetime, he led several military campaigns and battles, both defensive and offensive, in order to establish and protect the fledgling Muslim community. As a commander, Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, was known for his bravery, strategic thinking, and leadership skills. He led his troops from the front and fought alongside them, inspiring them with his courage and dedication. He also emphasized discipline and unity among his soldiers, and encouraged them to treat their enemies humanely. One of the most famous battles led by Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, was the Battle of Badr, which took place in 624 CE. The Muslim army, numbering around 300 soldiers, faced a much larger force of around 1,000 Meccan soldiers. Despite being heavily outnumbered and outmatched in terms of weapons and resources, the Muslims won a decisive victory, which is regarded as a turning point in the early history of Islam. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, also demonstrated his leadership skills in diplomatic negotiations with other tribes and communities. He negotiated treaties and alliances, and established peaceful coexistence with neighboring tribes. He also emphasized the importance of justice and fairness, and promoted social and economic reforms to improve the lives of his followers. In summary, Prophet Muhammad's leadership as a commander was characterized by his bravery, strategic thinking, discipline, unity, and compassion. His military campaigns and battles were not motivated by aggression or conquest, but by the need to protect the Muslim community and establish peace and justice.